And we are live right now. And I will go and hit record on here.
Professionalism at its best.
I pumped you two up on Twitter and Insta tonight on the way in, saying you were pros, and they had to all my mates had to go gentle on me, being the old bloke who's never done this before.
Mate, we'll look after you.
You're a little loud on that mic, so just.
I know. I can hear it in my own headphones.
Yeah, I can see it here.
Yep.
So be careful. Don't go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's start this thing.
All right.
Fire it up.
Okay. Let's go. Special request.
Life is gonna set my soul, gonna set my soul on fire. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
I'll fade it out before YouTube does it for me.
Exactly, and we get a
cuts the broadcast.
We want the royalty rights from the Graceland
Estate.
Yes,
that's right. Hello and welcome. We are the Aussie guys. G, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Just hold my microphone.
Good. Okay, fine. Good.
Don't yell. You said
podcast royalty. Good. He says. And special guest, Dave Evans-Smith. Dave, it's awesome to have you here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming on. And, yeah, that thing with the fuzzy thing is a microphone.
You have to talk a lot close. No, why do we get these unprofessionals come on?
I'm just raising
Cheap and free, mate.
That's better. Now we can hear you. Dave, a warm welcome. And you have supplied the brews. You are such a gentleman.
Yes.
That is awesome of you.
No, pleasure.
And I did tweet those out so you can say, oh, yeah. So we've got for our non-beer drinking vegan, I will get to that in a second. We have the
Fat Pixie hard cider.
Hard apple cider. There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Followed
it up by
in your honour.
And Dave was attention to detail. You see, brewed in San Diego, California. Sorry, my mic's not reaching. And it is a Fathom IPA. Oh, I look forward to this. This looks lovely. So cheers very much.
There's a bit of resemblance, isn't there?
Oh, no, that's why I picked it up, mate. I said, the big bloke's got to bring you.
It does. Put a set of wings on you and away we go.
Yeah, it's just don't call me Pixie until dinner.
And Dave, what are you drinking? You're having a Fathom as
well.
The
same
lovely.
as you, mate. Yeah.
I know that you are working tomorrow. Appreciate you coming in.
Pleasure.
It's awesome.
A couple of us working. We actually have jobs. We're not school teachers.
I'm not working.
Oh, no.
That's a bit savage.
My word. Oof. Now, look.
That's better than the last 2 weeks I've been having.
You're. Oh, yeah. I should. Hang on.
Better crack it and blow the froth off it a little bit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cleveland Browns. No. Well, I almost said Myles Garrett, but we'll get to that.
No. Sore point there.
Now, your shirt is screaming at me, but just hang on for a second because during the week, G, you became a vegan. Well, no, I shouldn't say became. You might go back, but at least for now, you're trying it out.
Giving it a go.
Giving it a go.
Yeah, I'll give it 3 months and we'll see what happens. But so far, so good. Like there's, I've eaten the same thing for like 25 years.
Yes.
So I'm sort of
try something new.
Yeah. Once I start something, I can stick to it very easily. So
you're a man of routine.
Yeah, I am. Actually, a lot of my friends say that.
Yep.
Very much so. But yeah. So I thought I'd give it a go. And honestly, the food that you eat is delicious.
Okay.
It really is.
Well, they've got those veggie, veggie-like protein burgers.
Yeah. Probably best don't put them in the fridge and pull them out like 3 days later. They get a bit dry.
Right.
Eat them on the spot, I found. But
I hear that if you wrap them in bacon, Makes it taste a heck of a lot better.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, it sounds great. Oh, like I'm not. Like I was saying to the guys, my brother said to me when I said what I was doing, and he just wanted to go like born again on the whole thing. And no, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to go and preach to other people about it. I'm just giving it a go myself, and
see if you notice any.
Yeah, like I'm not going to go and start protesting at abattoirs and
McDonald's and Red Rooster.
No, chaining myself in the middle of the street in the city and holding up traffic. Just give it a go, and we'll see what. I watched I got it from the Game Changers. I watched the documentary.
Oh, okay.
Which was really, really interesting. So I thought, well, yeah, why not? Let's give it a crack.
Now you're a pretty fit fella.
Yep.
So, what are your main goals out of? Oh, sorry, this became a vegan
look better.
Podcast for a second.
Look better. It's all about vanity.
You've got a six pack as it is. What do you want?
No, it's just look. It's quite weird because you get to a point. Like I'm 50 now. I'm going to be 51 in 10 days. And I had a friend who had a stroke recently. I had another mate who passed away a couple of years ago, just went to sleep and didn't wake up. Just didn't wake up. My mum's, she has her own health problems, and you sort of get to that age where people that we're sort of in that, things start happening to people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So so I just thought, well, give yourself the best opportunity, maybe just to, look after yourself a little bit more. So that's all.
Yep. Well, that's fair.
It's a fair, open-minded thing.
Yeah.
Look, no one's going to knock you for wanting to take good care of your body.
And summer's just around the corner, which is a bonus.
Yeah. Got to have the beach bike.
The beach bike.
Yeah. You'll be at the Brazilian Butterfly Week getting the airbrush tan, and before the sun comes, just to make sure that.
I don't go. I get wax. Back crack and sack.
Oh, giddy up.
Dave, I know you're joking, but he will.
He said vanity without even batting an eyelid. So
I don't have too much hair, so there's a reason for that.
Now, let's talk Cleveland Browns for a minute, Dave, because it's good timing or not that you're here.
Yeah, well, I was excited, as I said to you earlier. I got the little Google buzz. I've been watching it at brunch and got the Google buzz and saw that we won.
Yeah,
and then I started getting messages. And then all the gates of hell opened up, and I was like, "Hey, caramba!"
Yeah.
Loaded up the KO and had a little bit of look at that last 15 seconds of the match, and then burst into tears.
So it was literally the last 15 seconds of the game.
8.
Well, yeah, but the stat,
the actual play,
the play started about the 15, 18 second mark. By the time Rudolph snapped the ball, it was about the 8-second mark, and all hell broke loose. It was one of the most, look, to put no fine upon it, was a disgusting thing by Miles, and I love Miles. He's a cerebral bloke. He's the only NFL guy that you've heard of in the last 30 years who's invited fans to the park where he walks his dog so they can have play dates. No selfies, none of that sort of shenanigans. He just wanted to meet fellow fans who were dog lovers and get his dog acclimatized and socialized.
Yes.
He does all these sorts of things. His poetry, he talks about his dinosaurs and all this sort of stuff. And you go, the dude's pretty cerebral.
Does poetry.
He writes poetry and stuff like that. He's highly intelligent. And then he's obviously just got this beast manner.
Well, you have to have that, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's got to be somewhat controllable.
Yes. Yeah, he does. And he went full Hulk mode, and there was nobody in a Hulkbuster Ironman outfit that could stop him, because he was that swing of the helmet. Now, I was joking earlier with you, AJ, when I said if anyone wants to do the lip reading, it says, "Give me back my helmet." Miles did give him back his helmet and nearly put it back on his own head. So
I just don't understand the concept. Like, it's just. He had it in his hand. It's not like he grabbed it and hit him with it straight away. He had it in his hand for a while and then decided to.
Well, he asked for it back.
Yeah. So I don't know what was said. Like, there's a bit of wrestling and all that which started it, which is fair enough, because there was no need for Miles to ram him into the ground either. The ball was gone.
The ball was gone. The play was dead. It was finished. There was 8 seconds to go. I mean, it just.
Rudolph every writes is like, get the
Well, he did
F
have
off
his-
me.
Yeah, well, that's right. But he did have his hands inside the face mask, and if you watch the footage, he was trying to rip off Miles' helmet, which
Yeah.
you know, look, the bloke tried to punch him in the street, in the car, up in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago. Some bloke asked Miles to sign something, and he just said, "Oh, look, mate, I'm on my way." And he tried to punch. He punched Miles through the window, and it was like, "Mate, you're a brave man." He's 6'4"
Yeah.
and 123 kilos.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at then?
Done.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Season.
surprised. That's it.
So he's
Gone.
Surely.
With everything about the head, and
Oh.
like the head-to-head contact, even with helmets on, to go and rip somebody's off and then smack them over the head with it.
Yeah.
And he's lucky that when he hit him with the
Sort of more of the earpiece.
they got that foam bit at the back of the helmet. He sort of hit him with that part.
Yeah.
He's lucky he didn't crack him on top, of the
If that
skull.
had been either the face mask or you're right,
The top of it?
front on
Yep.
the top, the crown of it on his crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd,
And it would have looked
Head.
far. Look, it was bad enough, but
Yeah.
you cut somebody open doing that, and blood starts streaming out,
Oh,
mate. Look
not
even
good on live
worse.
television.
No,
Not good on live television.
no, it's not what the
anytime.
NFL wants. So
No, absolutely not. I think what is there? 6 games left.
Yes.
6 games for Cleveland because they've already had their bye.
yes.
So 6 games left. He's done for the season, and he may even be done for the early part of the next season. Just to make it the NFL just to put their foot down, mind you.
Ganley's a little bit salty.
I know, because
You
he
get the
said
invite.
last week
Oh yeah.
who got second prize.
Chris, you're welcome here anytime,
he's,
honestly.
he's talking to me, is he?
Yeah, you and-
About the- okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still likes me. Jim,
No,
I'm sure.
thanks for the invite. He knows he's bloody welcome, but he won't come up from Geelong if it's a bit too
He's
far.
a good man. He lives in G-Town.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with G-Town.
Hey.
They're all good folk.
Hey.
Sleepy
No,
Hollow for a reason.
no, it's good. It's good down there.
That's my
It's good
team.
down there.
It's my AFL team.
Is it? The
Yeah,
Cats.
The Cats, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
the Cats. We got the Saints.
And the Tigs.
We got the Tigs.
Tigers.
Yeah. Gee.
So I've got to follow someone that actually can win something.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta won.
They did win.
They did.
They look good. They look
like,
very good.
they look like the team that went to the Super Bowl
They
only
did.
a couple of years ago.
They did. Unfortunately, Devontae Freeman with the what did he do? What's he done? What injuries he got?
Not sure.
He's
He's not done, is he?
No, he's gonna miss
Couple
this
of weeks?
week. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
6 weeks.
But no, this week.
Oh, this week.
But he was running hard. Like he ran up the middle hard, like fast and
True.
like yeah.
Yep.
So I think someone said we got to start playing if we want to keep the coach.
Yes.
We got to start playing, and they did. They did. So
Oh, man.
We're on, like,
offensive
tipping
offensive line still sucks, but
This week we're on like tipping competition. That was ridiculous.
a lot of people that had tipping would have been like, was it the team where you select a team each week to win?
Yes.
What's it called?
Survivor.
Survivor. Mate, a lot of people would have gone out last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A ton of people.
Mind you, week 11.
Not only that, with
week
the
10.
the Dolphins pick as well would have put a lot
Oh,
of people
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So what
Mind
else
you.
we got in the news?
You know what? I didn't really put a lot of effort into the news. 'cause
You
I
don't put a lot of effort in every
effort
week.
into this.
Yes.
But I
I can't wait for
Well,
this.
I can tell you that Morgan Burnett's done his Achilles, so he's out for the
has he?
yeah. So that
Oh.
that happened. I think the third quarter, just after he'd taken the pick.
Yeah.
He went for a chase down, stopped and dropped, and I go, "Oh, is this a ploy to, stop the clock? Make things slow down a little bit so that they can do whatever changes?" I thought it might have been a cramp, the old Kevin Sheedy general soreness.
Yeah.
But no, when I actually watched the footage again, you can almost see, and if you look back on it, it looks like a bit like when Dan Marino did his. You can see the snail run up the
Oh,
calf,
okay.
and I've gone, "Oh, that's not good."
You didn't see the whole. You didn't see the whole calf move up, did you?
No, I didn't see the whole calf move, but I reckon I saw the mouse run up or the snail move up the back of the legs.
Yep.
There's at least a grade 2, grade 3 tear there. And I just put that out on Twitter earlier, and some blokes are going, "I reckon it's a calf." I reckon it's a calf. I said, "No. It's an Achilles." Yeah, it just looked it's the old man injury, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's why Adrian doesn't exercise because he doesn't want the old man injury.
Yeah, I'm protecting my Achilles. Yeah. I'm just having a quick look through here to see what other news you guys can just
Talk
fire
between
stuff.
ourselves.
Yeah, talk between
Well, I
yourselves.
think-
No, tell me what
I
else.
think Pouncey's out. I think Pouncey will go
Oh,
for the kick to
mate,
Miles.
how good was it though?
It was caught on camera, and it was a big
Oh, he just went off his nut.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
Bouncy,
mate.
yeah.
He just throwing punches into the helmet, kicked him,
Kicked him in
then dropped to his knees to try and get him better, to
Ooh.
punch him.
MMA style,
Yeah.
Oh.
So Pouncey will be gone. If Pouncey's not gone for at least 4 to 6 weeks as well.
Ooh. What
So
about
that's-
Ogunjobi?
Oh, yeah, it'll be the kick.
Yeah,
It'd be the kick
right.
to the helmet.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. Mate, wouldn't you go, I'm going to rip this helmet off, then I'm going to
Well, a
punch
bit
it.
hard because the other bloke was
He's sitting on
guard,
top
the
of
right
him.
guard was already
Yeah.
sitting on top of him.
Yeah.
Miles had Villanueva all day. You know, Villanueva's 320 pound and 6'9", 206 centimeters.
Right.
But there's footage of Miles just standing him upright and driving him almost back into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he having a frustrating year? He hasn't
Miles.
he hasn't been Miles Garrett that we know.
I think, like we were saying earlier, you've got to be a little bit mad, and I think that maybe that locker room has got something not quite right with the coaching staff there, and maybe the mindset and the discipline clearly isn't there. Highest number of penalties, highest yards in penalties, most players ejected.
Yes.
4 players ejected. That's the most this season. I think it might even be the most for the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
From one team, I mean.
Yeah.
Like that's look, Demarius Randall getting ejected today.
That was obvious. This is what I don't understand though. He's on the field. He finds out he gets ejected out of the game.
He was dejected.
He was dejected, and then he crouches down, squats down, and he's got this look of disbelief on his face, mate. And he stood there, and you can see him watching the screen.
Yeah, the big screen, yeah.
Mate, mate, the only part of your body that connects with who did he hit?
18.
Geez, yeah, who
Wasn't
was it?
Juju Smith-Schuster,
No,
was
who was
number
it?
18, the young bloke.
Yeah,
But it was shoulder.
it wasn't Johnson, was it? Deontay Johnson?
Could have been.
Don't know.
But mate, the first part, he hits him, mate. It's helmet to helmet, as obvious as it gets. I don't understand how they don't think I'm not going to get ejected for this.
Hi, Matty.
Hey, Matt.
Well,
Here we
yes
go.
and no.
He goes.
If
A Brown supporter gonna.
Look, I'm not going to justify it because helmet to helmet is out. When I was saying when I played here in Melbourne,
Yep.
helmet to helmet was frowned upon.
Yeah.
But not too many blokes got ejected for it. If this is a massive if, but if he had caught that ball the way that came over that right shoulder, that was helmet on ball because he kind of went down because he started to go down in the hit after he dropped the ball. And it kind of all went pear shaped. So he took that extra step, and Demarius had already lowered himself. If he had got it, it would have been helmet on ball. Ball probably would have spilled free. However, clearly that didn't happen. He hit him in the head and knocked him clean out. You got to cop that sweep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the 1 week one, that was a fluky kick. Like, you know, he's almost big. Big G-Rob was almost horizontal to the ground and lashed out. I go, they have to kick it. They have to eject a bloke like that because it's foot to helmet. But geez, I tell you what, you pay a bloke to be a ninja to do that at 300 pounds and 6'6", right? He's look at the footage; it's almost horizontal, and just as he lands, the leg goes out and pops him in the head. You go, oh, that's a fair kick.
Whew. Gee.
Could have used him last year instead of Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Well, and Venturi at the moment.
Oh,
Mate, what's going?
He's costing them games.
he
He
is.
is.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. To be fair, the offense needs to score the touchdowns. They shouldn't be relying on the field goal.
No,
Yeah,
that's true.
true. But still, your job is to. That's
Kick
your
and win
job.
it there.
Kick
Correct.
it.
Kick and win
kick-
it there.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
And he's not doing it. He's not getting it done.
He's what, 803 or something, isn't
He is. Not too many grey hair guys floating around, really, is there?
he? They're usually bald by that stage.
Yeah.
You look at Matty Ryan. Oh no, sorry, not that. When Hasselback was still in the league.
Oh, yeah. Just take it off.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah.
He didn't go grey. He just went.
Just
straight
take it
to
off.
Chrome Dome.
Yeah.
We'll wear the wig. Go the Whitten wig.
That's
The plugs.
Whatever.
that's right.
We need
That's
the
right.
heat map on him.
Oh man. Now, gents, the order of business tonight is week 11 preview, but it sort of isn't preview. We're not really previewing
No.
week 11.
This is.
But week 11, the theme is Ocean's 11. We're planning the perfect heist for the fantasy run home. Like, we're going to put together
Your
a team,
world famous run home.
my world famous run home.
This is what's going to be the heist, mate. This is going to be world famous. And he's got the heist.
Yeah,
He's going to get the crown.
he gets
jewel.
caught every year, though. He's not very good at this. He does time.
You know what?
Probably the wrong casino.
You know what I
doing the
figured
right-
out?
He's knocking over the wrong players.
No. You know what
Maybe you should start small, like just knock over a bit of pickpocketing, or knock over a few houses. But,
Start with some B&Es, you reckon?
Now, gee, I haven't even started. Now, listen, the thing with this list is, see, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the fantasy playoffs, so weeks 14, 15, 16, because you want the gold, right? You want to knock off that safe. You want to knock off Fort Knox and steal the gold.
which is what?
So the fantasy playoffs,
Which is your fantasy championship.
fantasy championship.
Is your gold.
But I think the criticism that you have, and it's a valid one, is, right?
That you get this wrong every year?
No,
Oh.
is that if you go after these players, but you don't make the playoffs because you've got these guys, and they might have a lousy week 11, 12, 13, then it's no good to you, is it?
Well, you're better off giving us names to get us to the playoffs. That's what we want.
But that's not the main game, is it?
It is the main
playoffs
game.
is
The main game is to get to the playoffs, and we all know that there's more involved getting to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And once you're there, it's just, mate, it's just luck.
Yeah.
Look, the whole season's luck, basically. Let's face it.
Well, it's calculated luck.
It's guessing luck. You can
Yeah.
calculate it all you want, but mate, on every given week, you're 50-50.
Oh,
If that.
No, you're not 50-50.
You reckon less?
Yeah, more. You educated. Like, yes, anything can happen. And that's the beauty of playoffs, right? You get into the playoffs, you're the number 6 seed. It doesn't matter.
But it all comes down to also, like, every year teams, like, when they what you want is, I've always found, is you want players on teams that are battling every week
Yes.
to actually make the real playoffs,
yeah,
right?
true. Yeah,
You don't want teams that are already there
No.
and they go, well, these
Because they're not
last,
rested, they're not rested.
yeah, we're not. Don't even worry about week 17. They're resting them up week 15, week 16.
True.
Not that they're not playing, but they're not given the amount of carries. Give other guys a go.
This is where you gents can be the critical
I will be critical.
panel around these picks. I just supply the data and you can discuss.
Do it
Okay.
as we see fit.
Right. So what I've done is I've analyzed the run home. I've looked at all the defenses of all the teams versus quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. And then I've looked at all the remaining schedules, home and away, etc. Weeks 14, 15, 16.
This is the most work you've done all year, isn't it?
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, but but I've got look, I've got all these. Look at all these numbers.
With mates like you, who needs enemies? Really, who
It's
needs
all
who
right.
needs a Twitter tirade when you can just have your mate come around and give you a blast?
I've got thick skin.
Oh, you should see what I say about him on WhatsApp.
A lot worse.
Yeah.
Man.
Goodness gracious.
Now, quarterback. Should we start at quarterback? Now, do you want to know the which quarterback's got the best run home 14, 15, 16 for the fantasy playoffs?
Probably one that I don't own.
That's correct. But I'll just tell you, on paper,
Please tell me it's Ryan Tannehill.
this is a quarterback who is
I
at
picked him up.
home. Now,
Mhm.
listen, when you hear this schedule, you're going to say, okay, I can see exactly what you're saying. Home to the Bengals,
Oh,
away
beautiful.
to the Cardinals,
Oh, still
and
good.
home to the Ravens. And that
Ooh.
quarterback, of course, is Dave.
Number 6.
Correct.
You can-
Mr.
you can hug him.
Baker, the baby maker, Mayfield.
You can wrap your arms around him. You can hug him. You can embrace him. It's Baker.
I'll give him
Oh, you
his
got Miami this week at home
Mate,
too.
Oh,
mate, I'll give him his dues. He spoke really well after the game today
He did.
and said how disgusted he was, and you can't be doing that
Can't be
stuff
doing
on the
that
football
stuff.
field.
No.
and he had a good game today.
He's okay.
He ran a
We
touchdown in.
had as
He
many-
ran a touchdown from like he tripped in.
That's all right. I'll take
That's
that.
whatever.
Yeah, but you make it sound like he's done
Points are
he's,
points.
he's done the Lamar Jackson.
It's
And he's
TDs,
running from
TDs,
like
friend.
50 yards out.
TD's a TD.
I understand TD's a TD,
And
but some TDs are worth more credit than others.
absolutely, yeah. No arguments there.
Okay.
Not that you don't get any less points for running. Well, you do. You get the 50 yards you run as well.
Yeah, that's,
That's a
you got
bonus.
points on that. Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to know the number 2 run home. So Baker's got the best
Yes.
statistically.
Okay, now before you move on,
Yep.
you did have the Ravens there, mate. The Ravens D has seriously picked up.
I know. And so that's why I've actually got some combos for you. So instead of playing just one guy,
Ooh.
14, 15,
Mhm.
16, maybe you can mix it up.
How many you get? Menage?
Sort of.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, but before I do that, the number two schedule, number 2 run home, away to the Jets, away to the Giants, and home to the Bengals in week 16
Love it.
is a team that suddenly decided that they don't care and they might as well win some games, and that's the Miami Dolphins.
Woo, Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic.
They'll probably bring Rose. They'll bring Rosen in for those games.
Well, I think it's a kind of magic. It's
But he's enjoying himself at the moment,
absolutely,
isn't he?
absolutely.
Mate, I reckon no matter where he plays,
He does this though. He has these 8-week bursts of untouchable.
mate, I think you're giving him a bit too much 8 weeks. I reckon it's more like 4. That's all right, though. Keep going.
Generous,
Yeah.
4 plus GST. No.
Yeah.
He gets these. Yeah, you're right. 4, 6, 8-week bursts where sure they've got film on him, but he does something just a little bit different. He sparks a little bit. He's got a cool head under pressure. I mean, as much as he's throwing, I'm not sure. If you had to give me the heads up, I would have actually had a look, gone through the stats and gone TDs versus ints.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know what the numbers are like. Anyone out there that can quickly Google that for us and shoot
Ganley,
it to us?
if he
Ganley,
hasn't-
you're a man. If you haven't,
He's left. He's not happy.
He's a guy that can do that, and defenses are kind of going, "Oh," and he'll score TDs.
Yeah.
He'll win drive teams to wins.
But he's not
One of the
afraid.
37 he's played for.
Yeah, he's not afraid though to push the ball down the field either. And look, he knows he's not a starting quarterback,
Sure.
and he knows. I think at this point of his career,
He doesn't care.
he doesn't care.
No.
He's going to get a job as a backup until he says thanks very much,
Yeah.
because he gets the job done. He's winning games for a team that basically someone said today. I heard him say that is it an AAF team,
Mhm.
basically.
Oh, man.
Now, since they traded everyone away.
Yeah, they are now.
Ooh, that Minka Fitzpatrick trade's looking real bad. Oh, man.
Well, it's clear.
Well, we helped Miami today with them losing because the least amount of games that Pittsburgh win, the better draft pick that Miami get.
Yeah.
So that they'd like a top 10.
We've got
I
to
don't
play
know.
again in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
There's another.
Which will be a bloodbath because it's at I don't know whatever the new Three Rivers Stadium is now.
Right.
I'm that old that I remember it.
Yeah, Three Rivers. Yeah. Gee. Okay, the number 3.
So it's got a different name, has it?
Yes, it does. Some.
That's a new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not Heinz Field anymore.
Oh, there you go. Heinz Field. Correct.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Okay, now the number 3 run home. This will make you happy, G. Away Oakland, home to the Texans and home to the Saints. And it is Mr.
I have no idea.
Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, okay. That's
Tennessee.
good.
The Tytoons doing Tytoon things.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
Now,
one
the
is it?
thing that I like about this whole
I did him a
list-
Scott Fishbowl because I have Jared Goff, the guy that you think's good.
Start. Now, it's very disappointing. Now, the thing that I like about almost all of these top 5 Gs, they're all real gettable. Like you could trade for these guys easy. But Baker might be the hardest guy to kind of trade for. Like,
especially with what you've highlighted, those games.
yeah,
People will be looking at hopefully big points.
yeah,
He's starting to find OBJ again. He's found Jarvis 3 weeks in a row.
yep.
Now the thing that killed us today were the penalties.
Mate, can I just say, watching the game today, mate, if Njoku was playing today, the middle of the field was so open today.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
just
they keep running they'll keep running that 2 safety set.
Yeah.
Just left it open, and then Jarvis went straight down the middle and took that ball clean
Well,
out. And I think Harris did as well.
Pittsburgh plays zone coverage, don't they?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah. So
The thing is,
I was just thinking today, watching the game, going, because I have Njoku in a fair. I'm going, my God, I wish he was just like, he would have had like paddocks full of yards today.
I didn't see if they announced it, but they had to announce it by 3 o'clock. I think the IRs had to be finished
Right.
for today.
Oh,
14 their time. So
Yes.
Thursday their day, 3:20 p.m. I think they had to have it finalised. So
Whether he's returning.
Oh, he's returning. He's got the cast off. He reckons he's feeling really good.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
But they have to nominate him, though.
Yeah, I think they may have already done that. I think it was
Okay.
Drew Forbes was the one they had to.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ. Go on.
Somebody,
Sorry, AJ.
maybe somebody online can check that. David and Joku. All right. So the number 4 run home, away at the Texans, away at the Chiefs, and home to the Lions. It's the Broncos.
Surprise.
Brandon Allen.
Surprise packet.
Okay.
Chiefs defense has got massive holes.
I don't know. I don't know about the Broncos offense.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the data. You can assess whether the quarterback
No,
is
you
a
got
good choice,
Cortland
bad
Sutton,
choice.
and then what do we got? Like, I was a big fan of Deshaun Hamilton, but
Sanders is a bit gimpy.
Sanders?
Yeah.
Sanders who?
Emmanuel Sanders,
He's
who
pl-
isn't there anymore.
Yeah, he's playing for the 49ers.
Well, I'm just-
Professionalism.
He is a bit gimpy, but
I was just telling you.
For the wrong team.
Yeah.
Well, no,
So
Fant's
outside of-
coming on a little bit.
Oh, please. Don't. Please.
Noah Fant was a little bit of an inside. Pick him up on the waiver wire.
Really?
Got him. Just this kid I was telling you about that gave me all the inside word. He loves his fantasies. He's got his NBA. He's got his super coach. He's got his cricket team.
How old is he?
He's 24.
Yeah, see, mate, they just
But he's-
Noah Fan, like this athlete, like, dude.
I know he's still got to be a football player, and he
Yeah.
had some freak catches against my lot. I'm still having conniption fits
Yeah.
with that one. But I think with that, as I said, KC's got a really holy defense. They've just lost Emmanuel Ogbar for the season with a torn pectoral.
Yes.
And there's a couple of others that were out. There was some questions with some concussion and stuff like that. If you've got holes,
There we go.
There you go. So there you go.
And
Thanks,
Joker
mate.
can
Matt.
return against the Finns. Ooh, that will be a party.
Yes.
If he gets opened up,
Yeah.
mind you, he's going to be not match fit, but he's playing at AAF. So
Yeah, but he's not going to be match fit, but, mate, it was only his hand. Hopefully he's been run around.
yeah.
Hadn't been sitting on the couch playing PlayStation like my son. That'd be great.
He does love a bit of Xbox.
He doesn't. They all seem to like Xbox.
The Joku.
Man, and Joku has to worry about Minka Fitzpatrick. Oh, hang on. No, never mind.
No, he does next week, the following week.
Yes. Oh, well, that's true. All right. So let's go to number 5. The number 5 matchup. Home to the Chargers, away to the Raiders, away to the Falcons. And that is Mr.
Why do you look at me like that when you talk about the
away to the
Falcons?
Falcons. Oh, well, look, I can't.
Mate.
The Chargers look just as bad.
What were they, 9 points last week?
Yeah, Drew
The
Brees.
Saints,
Yeah.
Super Bowl sort of
Yeah.
contenders.
I know. They played really well. Is Mr. Nicky Foles.
I actually picked up Nick Foles
Jacksonville
in 2 leagues
Jaguars.
today.
Yeah.
He's just floating out there. People forgotten about him because you actually have to scroll on a couple of pages to find him.
Yeah, because he was
He only had 7 points.
Yeah.
You got to get past the moustache.
Yeah.
The moustache.
Yeah.
Darby.
So bang, picked him up in 2 leagues today. Thank you very much. I'll take that and
So what do you think of
run
that?
with it. Yeah, well, he looked great for his 7 points in his first game. Mate, he's got to receive it. He's got to receive.
What was he in for 11 minutes?
Was it 11 minutes,
I think
was
it
it?
was
11
like-
minutes, 7 points.
First quarter.
Well,
I think it was. It was
11,
only,
11 minutes.
when he
How
flashed
many?
his clavicle.
67, 6. That's 30 odd points.
Yeah, and I think there
Fantasy
might have been-
points.
I think there might have been a defensive play set in there as well.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Paul Blake did break his collarbone, so
So okay, I like that. Nick Foles, look, you got Dede back. You've got CJ Chark, who's been an absolute sensation this year. And who am I thinking of? Keelan Cole. It was starting to
Dede.
like.
Did you mention Dede?
I did mention
Yeah,
Dede.
Dede.
Doesn't listen.
Sorry,
Tunes out. You got Leonard Fournette in the backfield, so you have
and Fournette's in the
but you
top
don't-
4-5 running backs.
3, number 3 maybe
Well,
in yards on the ground,
Well, Nick-
in rushing
Nick
yards.
ticked over the 1,000
He did it
so,
today.
yeah, good on him for that.
So no, if they had a tight end, they'd be complete.
They do.
So who do they have?
Josh Oliver.
I mean one that they can. I mean one they can actually use.
He's
Is Mercedes Lewis still there? I have no idea.
He's in the shot, mate, because panel damage.
He's in that shot.
He retired 5 years ago, Mercedes Lewis, didn't he?
Hey, he's a 1975 E model.
Yeah. Okay.
Diesel.
Diesel.
So that's the top 5.
I think Foles is your pick.
That's
I like
the top
Foles.
5.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and you pointed out, G, Baker plays the
I like
Ravens.
Fitz. I like Fitz's though. I must admit,
I
I
do,
like
yeah.
I like who he's playing against. But
I like his attitude.
mate, we don't have Preston Williams now.
Mm.
No, but listen, if you can play Baker week 14 and 15 and then go to Fitz or Tannehill for the
Yep.
championship week,
Yep.
ooh, that is
Who in the
the
championship
best
week? Go to Fitz in your championship week.
Yes.
You're gonna go.
Yeah, but I know that's super brave. Now go to Tanner's. Go to Tanner's in
Maybe.
your championship
What
week.
about Foles? Who's
Okay.
Foles picked up in that last term?
Well, Foles got Atlanta in. That would also be good.
Yeah.
Could feast.
Yeah,
Sorry,
absolutely. But anyway, Fitzpatrick's got the Bengals.
Yeah, Fitzmagic's
I
going
mean, but that could be a
That
whole
number one pick.
That's a train wreck of a game, though.
that's
Fins
a
and
train wreck.
Bengals.
That's a train wreck.
Yeah, but not, who cares? Who cares about the game though? We're looking for fantasy
You want
points.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if Fitz can turn it on for 300,
Yeah.
Yes.
there's a very real possibility because the practice squad could turn up for the Cincinnati Bungles.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Brown might come out and play free safety. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just to save some money.
Yes. Well, look, yes, and Neil put it very succinctly. Yes, that would be a massive call
Yeah.
to go to one of those. But Tannehill, I reckon,
Put those
you
on the
could.
block. You seriously
Tannehill,
put them
you
on the
could.
block.
I mean,
Mate, imagine if
They're gonna do
you
it
imagine if you
like
won.
that.
Imagine if you won your fantasy league playing Fitzmagic in the 2. Oh,
You would be ripping everyone.
oh, mate, you deserve so much if
know
you
what
do
need
that.
to You need to eat cake and then do a press conference.
Yeah.
Go,
You
Been
need
to a lot of-
you
been to a
need
lot of
to
parties
do
lately.
a YouTube press conference, just what you did.
the
Yeah.
bragging rights would be significant.
what would it
Mate,
be?
the,
What
the,
would
the
it
rest of the whoever you're playing against should all chip in
Yeah.
and buy a goddamn trophy if you don't have one in your league,
Absolutely.
and that's what
With
they
a
should
beard,
do.
With a beard.
Yeah.
With the big
Yep.
beard. Yeah.
That
Like a
sounds pretty
bearded
good.
trophy.
If you really want to go, ballsy, you could go Fitzmagic, then into Foles, then into Tanner's,
Oh,
and just really roll the dice.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, listen, guys, let me tell you the 3
Okay.
worst. The 3 worst. It might not stop you playing them because they're good quarterbacks, but these are the guys who have the worst matchups. Away Patriots, home Broncos, away Bears. That's the Kansas City Chiefs.
okay. Doesn't matter.
And
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I know.
matter.
I'm not convinced that Mahomes is still right, like he's back right.
It's all right. He's okay. Don't be knocking my boy, mate.
No, I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that is that a bit of a nagging
Yeah,
injury?
yeah.
Is it going to play on his?
Well,
mind?
he said today that he feels the best he's ever felt.
What are you going to do? You're going to
Yeah, this thing's
You're
killing me, dude. I'm so sore.
going to front up to a press conference and go, yeah, actually, no, it's shot. I'm done. I'm going into
Oh, it's
surgery.
I actually saw just talking about Patty Mahomes. I watched this on YouTube about his house and his wife, and they've bought a house in Kansas City and whatnot. And he's got a room all set aside for his
Trophies.
sneakers.
Off his sneakers, yeah.
What the hell's with the mate? My son has become
Obsessed.
yes.
Do not let him go to Chadston, and do not.
No, he
let him-
did. He lined up last week
No.
at 6 o'clock in the morning. Him and his mate rocked up. I think 7 o'clock. They got up at 6. Like he doesn't get up at 6 o'clock for anything else.
No.
Lines up at Chatty in at Hoops or whatever it's called
Yeah,
to get a
right.
pair of special bloody Nike basketball sneakers that have just come out.
New LeBrons.
I have no idea.
LeBrons or something.
They're just black with this big swoosh down the side. It's sort of like metallic and it changes color. You know when the
Oh,
you
that
know-
might be the.
You're joking.
mate. This is
Basketball
after this is after he just bought. Like I say, I'm not buying it, mate. You've got a decent, a proper pair of basketball sneakers.
Yeah.
I'm not buying you another pair.
Yeah.
So that's out of your own money, mate. You do what you want, all right? But what they do now is they keep them in the box.
Yes.
What?
What?
Yes.
Yes. And he wears them and then packs them back in the box.
No.
You get any
Yes.
dirt on them, or you got to clean the dirt off straight away when they go back in.
You're kidding.
No. So now what they do now is he has 2 pairs of basketball shoes and they wear one of each.
Yes.
So he's got a bright
What?
orange pair of some dude who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. The
guy-
Greek,
the
the
guy-
Greek,
yeah.
the Greek freak.
Yeah, we can't pronounce his surname.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. I call it. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
he can, no problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's got a bright orange pair and a black pair, I said, mate, you start wearing that crap,
OBJ, mate.
mate. You got to bring it.
Yeah.
You have to bring it on the.
Oh, yeah.
Has he been picked up by the NBL, mate? When do we get to go? and watch
No,
his games?
he's not going to be. No, he's not, mate. He enjoys it. Let's just
That's
leave
all
it at that.
That's all right.
He's
As
having
long as he's
fun.
having fun.
Yeah, mate. He's going up against kids that are like the same age as him and like 2 foot tall and they're growing a beard.
They actually drove there in
Yeah,
car that
that's
they
how
stole.
old they look.
Oh man.
Sorry, go on.
That's all right. Now, so Paddy's actually got the worst run. The second worst, home to the Ravens, away to the Steelers. Well, their numbers might have changed a little bit after today. And finish up away in New England. Oh, can you imagine? Week 16?
Week 16 in New England.
And that
That's
is
snow.
Buffalo.
Well,
Josh Allen.
It
The
may,
bad Josh Allen.
I wouldn't be. Even if he had a good run, I don't know if I'd be playing Josh Allen.
Yeah, I know.
The bad
Like I like Josh Allen.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I do.
Yeah.
But
That's a long jumper.
no, I don't more. I don't, mate. I love watching the guy, mate, that could hurl
Sling
a ball
it.
like that.
Yeah.
He's a good
Like
swinger. Yeah.
seriously, mate. Yeah, when he lets it go,
He does whistle.
yeah, it
But-
really does.
You know, he's affectionately referred to as the bad Josh Allen as opposed to the defensive lineman who is
That's
referred
right.
to as the good Josh Allen. But that's all right.
That's okay.
And the number 30.
Now,
So
hey, I'll
that
just
was
tell you about Josh Allen just quickly.
Yeah.
The bad Josh Allen. My son's best mate.
Yes.
Every year, his family goes to America, and every year they go to a Patriots game
Right.
all the time. They've even been there when they've unfailed a couple of years in a row. The flag,
Oh, yeah.
and they went to when they were there this year. They got a ticket and they went up to the Buffalo Patriots game this year, which was really good. And he said after speaking to a lot of people up there, Buffalo fans, mate, he didn't find one of them that actually liked Josh Allen.
Really?
No, they're not
Yeah.
happy about having him at all.
No, they're not. No.
So
As
Poor
was
Josh.
reported last week with what happened at Cleveland, because the Cleveland and Buffalo fans get along really well.
we're back on Cleveland again.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Yes.
But it's still Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
There is a thread of Josh. Yeah, and the guys that were out drinking with him said, yeah,
Yeah,
he's a bit like Tinny. They're slowly growing on him, but you know,
Yeah, you're right.
it's
that shit sneaks up on you. Don't always wear thongs in the shower.
Oh, yes, you must.
And have a
Absolutely.
tinkle.
Neil brings up a good point and says New England might not have much to play with for. Mind you,
But it's never usually the defense that they pull out, is it? It always seems to be
No.
the offensive players.
they're bringing the
And-
third string and fourth string
Yeah,
wide
mate.
receivers to test them out.
and it
let's
doesn't
face
seem
it,
to stop Bill.
No,
to be
Bill.
honest.
Yeah, Bill doesn't like to lose no
No.
matter what.
He doesn't care. Meaningful game or not. Now, the number 30 run home to the Seahawks, away to Dallas, away to San Francisco,
Ooh.
and that's the LA Rams.
I forget them. They're cooked.
Yeah,
Jared Goff.
yep,
Done.
Anyway, what do you think?
Goff,
So that's
Goff.
quarterbacks.
yep.
All right.
Well, Jared Goff, I wouldn't be happy. Like I've got him in one of my teams, but I have to play him because 2 quarterback league. So I'll play him every week and just hope I get a good week.
A good week
But
for
the LA Rams are shot without a run game.
Yes.
And mate, just
Go on.
Spit it out.
Daryl Henderson, mate.
Yeah.
People only realising now maybe that Todd Gurley is cooked.
Of course he's
Right.
cooked.
I do believe there's
But
someone
I-
sitting in this room that even before this season started said there is no way in the world that he's going to be any good.
I think someone might have even tweeted that out that might be sitting on your left hand side.
Yeah, hey, fist bump.
Absolutely.
But he like because I know the pain of putting up with the shoulder and all that, and I'm not even running on it. But how do they not
CG running on his
how do they not
Mate, this
run Daryl Henderson and go, mate, they don't even know what they've got. They haven't even give the guy
a
an
fifty-
opportunity to be the guy. You don't have a run game. You keep sticking Gurley out there for he's picking up like 40 yards and 2 touchdowns because he's running the 2 touchdowns from like 1 yard out.
Yeah. And he's using
Which-
bulk to get over the line.
Yeah, which mate, Daryl Henderson could do that. I
Yeah.
don't understand. They haven't given this guy any chance at all, and they don't have a run game. So
It's a
they're
lousy hat.
it's-
I told you, it's like it hurts my head.
Let's go back to the faithful.
No, I go.
so yeah. Anyway, that's why I don't understand. You know, they're not a very good team without a run game, but yet they haven't give the guy that they picked up. What was he, 3rd round? I think they picked him up. He was
Third
in the
round.
third round. They haven't even given him a shot, like a real
Oh.
go.
Yeah.
But they've got all that money invested in Gurley. That's all they're saying.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I would
They keep
I'd be
pretending.
It's about winning football games in the
Right.
end, isn't it?
It's the rings that count.
Now, good segue. Let's talk about the guys that cart the ball, do all the hard yards. Let's go to running back. Now, the thing is with running back, though, is some of these guys are going to be tough to trade for. Like if I say to you,
I reckon any running back at the moment's hard to trade for.
I know. So I don't know how useful. I don't know how useful some of this data is, but I'm going to give you some under the radar combos that might add
under the
up
radar.
that might add up to some good numbers. But the number one run home to the Chiefs, away to the Bengals, and home to the Bills in Week 16 is the New England Patriots.
You tell me
Good
who to
luck.
you tell me
Pick
who
a
to
running
start,
back. Yeah.
and
Well, I reckon it's probably
we all know.
Sony, but James White maybe.
Mate, honestly, I'd rather play
White's
James.
dangerous.
I'd rather play James White
Sony Michelle.
than before Sony Michelle.
And you only got to go back to Georgia and look at the three that came out. Him, New York. Is it Nick Chubb.
Yep.
Sony Michelle, and who was the third one? There's another one.
Out of Georgia.
They're all running backs.
Someone might tell us. Georgia running backs.
They were all in the school together, and
Yep.
Sony stepped ahead when Nick blew his knee out.
Yes.
And then obviously Sony went the year before and went to New England. But Sony seems to not be doing what he should have, and I'm with White.
Yep.
Hmm.
White's so versatile, especially in PPR formats.
Yeah.
Like, mate, he's going to give you 5 catches a game.
Well, there you go.
Easy points.
That could be a very sneaky ad there.
Is
Who?
he floating around the
James
waivers?
White.
James White wouldn't be floating out, mate.
No,
Not
but
in PPR leagues. He's
He's
up.
going to trade for him.
No,
But he might be cheap. He might be cheap.
I wouldn't be trading. If I had him, I'd be holding on to him.
Well, no, because you've heard this.
This
Nugget.
is why. This is why.
Yeah,
Gold
that's
nugget
right.
From the safe.
That's right. Number 2, home to the Lions, away to the Chargers, home to the Packers in Week 16 is the Minnesota Vikings. And obviously, Dalvin Cook is like, you're not
Please.
getting him. But
No.
Alexander Madison,
Mate, I have him everywhere. I am just waiting for Cook to go down. I don't have any investment in Cook at all. So I'm more
too
of a,
expensive.
I don't want to,
Yeah.
I don't wish any,
Will.
You do.
No,
Well,
well, fantasy wise, I do. Because I've got Madison everywhere and he's going to be worth like gold.
Mate,
There's
his
another-
run home. Whew, Madison could win you a league
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
What about the pack? How's their run home?
The Packers have got the 18th best run home, so sort of middle.
I
of the
don't,
pack.
mate. I don't think it's
Jamal
nothing.
Williams.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say nothing stopping Aaron Jones at the moment. The
He
way
looks
he's running,
good.
yeah.
He looks good.
Again, maybe Cook and him can run head to head.
Run- knock-
Knock
I don't know. I don't know Jamal Williams, so I don't really.
Well, yeah, you might be able to. That was a little.
This is all about my run home.
Yeah, I know,
That's all right.
Trying to stack your side. I know.
Thanks, bud.
Okay. Number 3. Home to the Cowboys, away to the Packers, home to the Chiefs. It's the Chicago Bears.
Forget it. Oh,
David Montgomery.
I don't even think he's going to play this week.
Really?
Oh, well, he's a bit
Tariq
dodgy. He
Cohen.
didn't practice. I don't think he practiced today. Or
If Mitch
what's
Trubisky's
today?
standing in front of him,
Yesterday? No. No.
Sorry, that was a bit nasty.
Tariq Cohen could have a good run home.
He scored 3 touchdowns last week.
Hmm.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Even a 3-legged dog's going to win one race.
Yeah. true.
That's very true. Oh, hang on. Ganley did right. Oh, Burkhead is being saved. Oh, is he? Yeah. Ganley's a big guy. Well, Ganley's a Patriot.
He's a
fan,
Patriot.
Of course. So not biased whatsoever. And
But
what
he-
does Neil say? Gee, you'd be proud of me this week. Someone traded me Aaron Jones for Tyler Lockett.
Oh, happy days.
Oh.
Happy
Were
days.
they high? Were they drunk?
Hey, Tyler Lockett's my boy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's a great. Now that
That
Tyler
is.
Lockett's had what was it? A leg contusion.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
he could miss.
It's not
That was,
Puma.
it's not the
It's not
Duma.
Puma, it's a contusion.
Okay.
But no, Aaron Jones. Mate, like that's a pretty fair. that's a good trade.
That is a very good trade.
Like,
I like that.
yeah,
Number 4.
especially with what happened to Lockett.
Number 4. Away to the Texans, away to the Chiefs, home to the Lions in Week 16 is the Denver Broncos.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, Lindsay's been good. Freeman's been good.
Yeah, I own both of them in one.
He's finally moved out of his parents' house.
Yeah.
That was the big news in Colorado. I'm not joking.
Was it really?
Yeah, like a week ago.
What would you? Imagine how much money he's saving.
I know.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
What a fool. Unless
Hey, and they've all got basements over there.
exactly.
Mate, just crank out
Maybe it's
those
the,
basements over.
maybe it's the- move out 'cause of the ladies.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's a bit of a revolving door, and Mum was sick and tired of
Well, I'm
getting
not.
the names wrong.
A revolving door.
But there's always there must be another entrance to the basement than through the house. Seriously.
Through the
Oh,
boiler
what's
room.
your name, young lady? Mum, don't even bother. She'll be gone in an hour.
73.
Okay.
Or they might introduce themselves to the mother, and the mum goes, whatever.
Your name's
Don't even bother. I
Sweet,
won't. Yeah.
You're not even the first Dolores this week. Now, number
He's a fine,
5.
upstanding young man. By the way. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
But still, Philip Lindsay is a very,
yeah.
very fine, upstanding young man.
He does watch us, so Philip.
Maybe
sorry.
maybe his mum
Okay,
put some reds in with the wash, and some of his white pants came out pink. And he said, "I'm out of here. I can't be
Yeah,
having
yeah.
this."
No good.
Jeez, mum.
Now, number 5, away Rams, away Panthers, home to the Cardinals is the Seattle Seahawks.
Chris Carson.
Chris Carson.
Yep. Hold on to the rock, dude.
Yeah. Well,
You let it go again on the weekend. Like I must. He's a bit stiff. Like he can hold on to the ball, and the helmet hits it, or mate. You look at everybody today, they are trying to rip the ball out even when you lie on the ground.
They are doing something that hasn't been done.
Yeah,
for 15
everybody's
years.
doing it.
The rip. You know,
Yeah.
you go back and look at 90 stuff. Merton Hanks was a fiend at it. Neon Dion was.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of blokes that used to do that. Then
Yeah.
it went away for a while.
Mm.
Yeah.
And now it's coming back in. I think it's a good thing to bring up.
Yeah. So mate, like how hard can you hold on to a football that some 250-pound guy throws his fist at? He's generating a fair bit of power.
And he's running a 4-4.
I tell you something I said to AJ once is I don't understand if you look at rugby league, they
The
wear
rules.
yes to grip the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe it's illegal. I have no idea. But why don't they have what's that?
The gloves are tacky. Like
the gloves are
the
tacky, but
gloves are
they
tacky,
where they
surely.
tuck it. Why don't they wear like something on the inside of their arm
they've
that's
got
sticky
sleeves,
as well?
The neoprene sleeve thing that they wear. They could do the exact same thing we're talking about.
Yeah, and put it on the inside of that. Wear it on your jersey. If you ever have a look at rugby players, they get all these little shiny dots. I don't know. It's
It's like a grip.
so they can grip the ball when they run. Like I maybe they're not allowed to do that in the
it's
NFL.
illegal.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Yeah, and we know.
Yeah,
how,
but you wear those goddamn gloves.
Yeah.
We know how understanding the NFL is on uniform policy.
They're not really, are they?
No.
No, it's an understatement. Yeah. So those are the.
I do like the Browns all brown though.
The
The all brown uniform
Yes.
they're wearing a lot this year.
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ. go.
Matt says, "What's the price for Carson? Mid 2020 first enough. Dynasty.
Seriously, in Dynasty, I wouldn't be giving.
We'll just sell him for a mid 20.
No, I wouldn't.
More.
Really?
Yes.
You got it. Oh, okay.
For Chris
If
Carson.
someone asked me for give you a first for Chris Carson at the end, mate, I'd say how about at the end of the season? I'll flog him off to you.
Fourth, first and third.
I'd
First and
Maybe.
fourth.
Maybe.
depends. It depends what your setup is of your dynasty league.
Oh, I
How many
guess.
running backs you're starting? Things like that.
Well, the other thing I was going to say with the
He runs hard though.
He
We spoke
does.
about that for a couple of years, especially last year. He was running
very
seriously hard, and even more so when he plays at home. It's different beast.
tough man.
Yeah.
But the thing I was going to say with the running backs and the stripping and the fumbling and so forth, and the receivers as well, is, I don't know if you've noticed, but they don't do what they used to do. Again, going back, they don't swap arms to the boundary line. So if
Some do.
some do, yeah, absolutely, some do. But if they're a right-handed player and they happen to be on the break to the left hand,
They hold it in. They keep it in their best arm.
In their best arm.
Yeah.
Whereas we were always taught, put it in the boundary side, change it when safe.
Yeah.
Because if you do drop it, do fumble it, or do get it punched from behind, it goes out of bounds. It's still your ball.
Mate, I'll be running down like with both arms over it. Mate, if I was playing, mate, that'd rip that out thing in no time at all, I can tell you. I wouldn't be strong enough to hold on to it.
Okay, now I'll give you the 3 worst. It's a little bit of a moot point when
So
you give these teams.
So the best run home for running backs are the 3 players?
I said the best was New England,
Yes.
Minnesota, and
Denver?
Chicago, and then Denver, Seattle.
Okay.
Right.
Kareem Hunt.
The 3 worst, the very worst one is away Minnesota, home Tampa Bay, and away Denver, and that's the Detroit Lions, but they don't have a running back anyway. So
No, it doesn't
matter.
Void.
The second worst.
Mate, Jay Jai's out there. I picked him up in every league I got. I just sat him on my bench.
He's been holding up a spot.
I've had him in there for like 6 weeks.
I must admit, with all the injuries and that are going around,
I can't believe
I might have got a little bit of a look in somewhere.
You would think.
Mate, like, okay, whether his knees are shot, they can't be any worse than Todd Gurley's. And, mate, we're at that time of the season. If you get 6 games out of him, or maybe 7,
4
mate,
or 5.
you're wrapped.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, you'd think so.
Give him half a minute.
Maybe he's worse than we know. So,
Well, maybe.
yeah.
That's number 32. Number 31 is home to the Ravens, away to the Steelers, and away to the Patriots, and that's the Buffalo Bills. Again, good luck. Singletary, I suppose. And then number 30 is home to the Niners, home to the Colts, and away to the Titans. That's the New Orleans Saints.
Mate, what? Yeah, I'm going to sit Kamara.
Well, no, you're not, but I'm just telling you.
He's a bit tired. He's a little tired.
Yeah, he's only a small bloke.
It's information. Temper your expectations. But what I wanted to do is have a bit of a play around with some combinations of not guys that I've mentioned to try and get closer to a good matchup. For example, Le'Veon Bell in week 14. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Dude, mate, seriously, he's seriously, how about just hit the hole?
Yeah.
Whether or not there's a hole there or not, I don't know. Maybe there's not one there, but
he's big enough to cause one.
Mate, I've been watching them a fair bit because I'm a fan of Le'Veon Bell, and I've been watching him, and I reckon that, mate, it's great to be patient and dance behind the back of the line, but eventually you got to actually move forward.
You do. That's the whole idea of the game. That whole 10 years.
Mate, he just I don't know. Maybe he knows that they don't really want him. Man, just go. Why am I going to go and bust my ass?
Adam Crazy Eyes Gase.
Yeah, for a team that doesn't really want me. I enjoy the money in that.
Someone I think this off season.
I don't think anybody's going to, what is it, like 15 million or 17 million for next year? I don't know if anybody's going to pick that up.
Well, is there a chance for a negotiation?
Or maybe if the Jets go, how about we'll pay some of your some of your wage.
Negotiation. If you go, all right, we'll wear 7, you take 10, and you can negotiate a new deal with them. That way, you can pick up the bigger money further down the track with a team that might have that cap space.
Yeah.
Okay, so Le'Veon Bell week 14 and Philip Lindsay week 15 and 16, that's all right, would be the number one if you did have those 2 guys. Might be hard. What about this
Which
combo?
2 guys, sorry?
Bell and Lindsay.
And what a combo it would be.
Oh, I have them.
If you had
At Dynasty 1 League, I think I have both of those guys.
Really?
Yes.
Oof, that's very nice. What about this matchup, G? Devonta Freeman in weeks 14 and 16 and Ronald Jones in week 15. That would be the number 3 matchup statistically.
Ronald Jones.
Yeah.
Ronald Jones.
He's playing well.
He's our number 1 running back now, and he does exactly the same things he's been doing all year, the same amount of carries. That works well.
No, he's been playing well.
He has been playing well, but whether he's definitely our number 1 back, and yet I think if you look at the numbers last week, I think yards per carry, Peyton Barber's still better.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just telling you. Well, Tampa Bay, right?
Okay.
Whether it's Peyton Barber. Or what about this combo? Darius Geis.
Which is unusual because they have an offense with a quarterback that actually slings the ball around.
Yeah.
When he shouldn't.
But yeah, they got a running back that still can't get the yardage they want.
I know. What about this combo, G? Darius Geis
What's the offensive line like?
in week 14, 15. I'm just going to ignore you now. And and Joe Mixon
Oh,
in week 16.
no, I love Mixon. You know I love Mixon, but mate, that offensive line. What did he carry the ball last week? Like 30 times for like
Brian Hill.
how many?
Yeah, but they've got Miami in week
Don't be
16,
telling
G.
everybody, dude. Don't be telling people about that shit.
They've got
Sorry.
Miami in week 16. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Yep.
And
I
guys,
like that.
maybe under the radar.
Yes.
Yes. Back
Yes.
this week.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I've put him in one of my lineups. I don't know exactly what to expect from guys this week.
Okay, any questions, guys, before we go to
No.
wide receivers?
Wide
I'm
receivers.
not allowed to ask that question, am I?
Brian Hill?
Yeah.
You can ask Brian Hill. I've already picked him up. It's okay.
You've got him?
You've got him.
Yeah. So Brian Hill and Darius Geis were two spoken.
Well, what did Brian Hill get? He got all the carries, every carry. Once Devontae Freeman left last week,
Ooh.
I think he ended up with about 20 carries for the game.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how many yards though? Out of that
Yeah,
20?
we're not talking
Not
about
many.
it. I think from what I saw, like one good run. I think they all came off.
20.
I think they all
20
came
yards.
off
Yeah.
one run,
20 yards.
basically.
20 yards out of 20 carries. Yeah, it was actually correct that today. 6 for 12. But anyway.
Yeah, but he caught.
But he can,
He
he
caught
can,
quite
he
a
can
few
actually, he
balls.
can actually catch the ball very well.
Is he around? Like, I mean, with that 8-week suspension, I sort of touched
With
on
who?
last
Sorry.
week. Kareem Hunt. Has he been
Oh,
wise or traded?
no,
for?
mate. Pretty much every league he was
Stashed.
he was
Stashed,
actually picked up when we like in the leagues that we did.
Yeah.
Either in or dynasty leagues he's already owned.
Yes.
But in all the redraft leagues that we played,
Late.
someone picked him up in
Stashed
the
him.
draft. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
both
Like
age,
me.
and I
You've
did
got
him one as
yeah,
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think next week.
Scott Fishbowl grabbed him as well, so
Me too.
pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think next week will be a good one for you.
Yep.
Against Miami.
Have I picked up
Because he's not
Kaepernick
suspended. He's one
anywhere?
of the few Browns players that won't be suspended.
I did have Kaepernick on all my rosters for a while.
I suddenly saw during the week and I was thinking, what on earth has happened? But you know how you just start getting the notifications?
Yes.
I was like, oh, so and so, the massive ball busters picked up Colin Kaepernick. You're like, what? What the hell? And then a
Because
few others,
he got
other
to try
leagues,
it.
boom, boom, and I'm like, oh, hang on, something's
He
dropped.
got the try on
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah.
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Where everyone's been summoned.
Yeah.
No one will be.
No,
Well,
on a
no,
Saturday.
Well, 11 have confirmed, and there's 3 that are still might be. And
Right.
there was a couple of interesting tweets out during the week from NFL league reporters saying
Right.
that teams really should go and see him. And I'm like, he hasn't played for 3 years.
No, because the NFL have put this together.
Well, of course they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And-
of course the
and-
sources are going to say people
Sort
should
of
go
people,
down
that's right,
there
and they're going, they should show heart by, show a bit of compassion going to him. Why?
because the NFL.
I know what the NFL wants. And
No,
I know
because
that-
they're covering their own butt
Of
in
course
case
they
they
are.
sue he
Yeah,
sues their
them
ass again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can only get 200 million once, surely.
Okay.
Allegedly, Your Honour.
Allegedly. Should
1
we,
to 10. It was.
Well, they reckon it was.
Yeah, 1 to 10,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
do you want to talk wide receiver?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, there might be some more latitude.
Yes.
It's hard to work in running
There's a
back
fair
because they're
few
so hard
wide
to-
receivers floating around.
Yes. Nature of the game, isn't it? So the number 1 run home, away Raiders, home Texans, home Saints. That's the Tennessee Titans with a new quarterback under center, an actual one. And I think AJ Brown, Corey Davis.
AJ Brown, I'll go with you. Corey Davis.
Yeah,
No.
but I'm a big AJ Brown fan. I reckon he's
Oh, AJ, most definitely.
Yeah.
And we haven't even said the best of AJ Brown. Like,
He's a smoky then, isn't he? I reckon he's flex worthy, potentially.
he's the type
In
of guy.
good matchups.
If you're in Dynasty, and
Which I'm not.
which you're not,
No.
he's the type of guy that you go out and start putting feelers out to
Yes.
see what people are willing to
Yeah.
give up for AJ
Before
Brown.
the-
Give him next year.
And see if he'll.
Before
Yeah.
14, 15, 16, because he's going to go off. I-
Yes. Okay.
According to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
we'll
it's
see.
a definite knock.
Def-
Mozzed him.
Okay, number 2. Now, this is in. Oh, I want your opinion, guys, because this is a tricky one. So, away Bucks, away Saints, home Panthers. It's the Colts.
No.
Now, Zach Pascal has had
No, he was
a
nothing
couple of
last
good
week.
games.
Yep. No.
Who would you pick? Ty, will he be on deck?
He should be back maybe next week.
But he might be hard to pick up, Ty. Or while he's hurt, he might be easy to pick up.
Well, maybe
people stashed him though because of what he can
Maybe.
do.
Yeah, or maybe someone's just if I can get something for him in another, you might be. What you need to do is go look at teams that lack a running back or whatever, and you might have him. You're willing to trade a running back that you have for maybe Ty if you believe in that. But
then again, you got to consider who's throwing to him.
Yeah.
Is it Jake Brisket or is it?
No.
Brissett's back.
Brissett's back this week.
Yep. So all good. Now, number 3 is, I'm just looking for it. Oh, heaven knows. This would be good, G.
Hello.
A few weeks ago, this would have been maybe something. Away Jets, away Giants. So New York double.
Love it.
Home Bengals.
Oh.
It's the Finns.
Oh, my God. My boy could have had his coming out party.
Field day.
Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker. There we go.
Who?
Yep.
Man, our bet that we made years and years ago.
When they first came. How long was that? It's like 4 years ago. What's this year? Is this his fourth year? Bashard Perriman versus.
Tape on that one.
Yeah.
Man, that's come along. Devontae Parker's taken a long time.
Perriman hasn't done anything this year, has he?
No.
He's done
nothing since the whole time he's been in the league.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, for last year, final 8 games.
Let's be honest, though.
Really?
Well, with Baker throwing to him, Baker was one of his favourite targets.
Oh, really?
There was him and not.
He had a good few little stint there, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
I think he was a bit upset about leaving.
It was because OBJ. They just signed
that.
1 year, $5 million, and then OBJ got signed, and the next day he was gone to Tampa for the same money.
Yep.
But you've got turnover king chucking it to you.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, and Adam Humphries is a big waste of money.
Yeah.
Poor Adam Humphries.
What about Fuller from the Texans?
Waste of money?
Will Fuller?
Yeah.
Mate, he'll be back this year.
He will, actually. Yeah, he will.
Keep an eye on that.
Just float that little boat past you.
Yep.
And if he's playing, he's worth it, but it's just when
he plays.
Yeah.
Now, number 4, there's a smoky here, G. Number 4. Away Vikings, home Bucks, away Broncos, which is a tough week 16 actually. But the other 2 are really good, and that is Detroit Lions. So I'd say to you, Marvin Jones, Mr. Underrated, potentially. I mean,
Kenny
Galladay is obviously really good, but Jones is cheaper, isn't he?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Okay.
If Matt Stafford's back's okay.
Yeah, of course. Fantastic.
I don't know about that one.
He's killing me.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with
hence the reason I went and picked up Nick Foles in 2 leagues, because I happen to have Matt Stafford in those 2 leagues.
Right. Okay. And the number 5 run home, and this one is a bit away Packers, home Eagles, home Giants in week 16. Good matchup, but
so's the Eagles. Their secondary is terrible.
Unfortunately, it's Washington.
Hey, Terry McLaurin.
But that's it.
Bing, bang. They came out today and said they want to use him far more in different positions.
Good.
In different ways than they have. So
they've already committed to Dwayne for the rest of the season until something goes pear-shaped and somebody goes, actually, no, let's not do Dwayne.
Well, that'll happen next week.
Yes. Yeah. So where did he go then? Then you've got
someone in this room paid like a first-round pick for Dwayne Haskins.
You know what? 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Was it 4 or 5 interceptions? I would have too.
Give him time.
Yeah, in an offense, it's just made for a quarterback. And they're just so far better than everybody else they're playing against.
Well, they need a decent O-line for starters, and they need a bloke that can put on a helmet.
Yes, well, that's true.
Left tackle. So.
Yes. Oh, gee. Yeah.
Maybe with a run game.
Now, let me give you the 3 worst.
Adrian Peterson's been okay.
Now, this may not stop you playing some of these guys, but I'm just telling you, they're the 3 worst runs. Away Patriots, home Broncos, away Bears. It's the Kansas City Chiefs again. Worst run home for wide receivers.
It's the Chiefs.
Now you're going to play Tyreek, but maybe Sammy. I don't know if Sammy's he's borderline startable now, but weeks 14, 15, 16.
Mate, he's been borderline startable, except for that
Game
purple
one.
patch he had. Was it his second year at the Bills?
Could be.
Was it? And he just
Well,
wasn't his
that was,
first year. The second half, he lit it up.
That was Tyrod to right. How do you say?
Yeah, Tyrod.
Tyrod.
Whatever way he wants to say this week.
Yeah.
I better ask his mum.
That's right.
But yeah, mate. Like, how do you not start Tyreek Hill? How was the touchdown run last week by Williams? And Hill gave him a 20-yard head start and caught him and just tapped him on the back saying, "Dude, it's only me. It's okay." And then just jogged alongside him as Williams is like, "I'm putting in biggest effort." We're just breezing past.
Was it Williams did a 4.8 or 5.48 or something for the 40, and then Tyreek did a 4.3 or whatever. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But Tyreek just went.
He just caught him. Like he outrun his own coverage, and then caught up to Williams. I was waiting for him to turn around and start running backwards and start having a chat. He's incredible.
He's a jet.
That's reminiscent of Top Gun.
He's like when the Millennium Falcon just hits.
That's right.
What is it? Hyperspace? What do they call it?
Yes.
Hyperspace.
That's very good. Yeah,
It was on last night.
Was it Star Wars?
No, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, Empire. Ooh, very nice.
It's amazing how you look at it now, and you look at the ones they make today.
Yeah.
And we've come a long way.
Oh my!
Like how old is Empire Strikes? It must be what, 30 years?
1984.
1984.
Was it that long between Star
No, it
Wars
might
and
have been
Empire?
1983. Yeah, because I think it was 86, 87 when. Jedi
No, 77 was Star Wars.
Sorry, Jedi was 86-ish.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's in the middle there somewhere.
Remember, it was paused because Mark Hamill had the car crash and he
true.
smashed his face up.
Yeah, true.
Well, it was on last night, and you just look at it and
First
go,
movie I saw.
geez, mate, like if you watch that movie now on 4K TV,
It holds up, G, but
it
I'll
looks
tell you-
even, mate. Yeah, but that wasn't one of my favorites, though. It's sort of like it was
Empire, was it?
No, because it's sort of like the bridge. But to me, it was the bridge between Star Wars and Return of the Jedi. So it was one. It didn't have an ending.
No, but it was not designed to.
Yeah, but
You're just a sucker for the Ewoks.
No, I think it's just a nice little bow, mate. I like nice little tight little bow. No, not really. It doesn't have to have a tight bow.
But that was the whole thing, you know. Like
you danced with the. Did you have a little Ewok costume, little Ewok jumpsuit for bed?
a little onesie.
Jump, 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 jump.
You're an idiot.
Jump.
Oh dear. Okay, now number 31 run home. Home Cowboys, away Packers, home Chiefs. It's the Bears. Now they've only really got one receiver. He's doing pretty well,
I've only
actually.
got one. We're back on Miami again.
No, A-Rob.
That's a fair call too.
Yeah, he's doing well, A-Rob. He's having a good season.
I've said this before. I didn't think much of him, but I'll give him his dues after watching him a bit more this year.
Think of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he's doing, what he has to put up with.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think how good he'd be with a decent quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
Ooh. He'd be
lighting it up. Even Paddy.
Like, seriously, what? I understand, like, contracts and all that, but, mate, players swap teams all the time. Wouldn't someone come along and just go,
dude? Yeah.
You know, like, we got a great quarterback, but we could do.
He's not on his
like he couldn't go to Texans because they probably couldn't have. Could you afford to have like Hopkins and Fuller and
Sean and everyone else?
Yeah, mate. But they got no running back, so you can save money there.
Well,
they paid Duke a little bit, didn't they?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But the big one actually was the tight end.
Darren Fells? No.
Yeah.
Darren Fells is having just I think he's scored a touchdown like his last 5 or 6 games.
I think he's up to 9 or 10 touchdowns for the season. He's a blocking tight end. He's a catching.
Well, they all have to make their offensive line sucks, so that's why they're going 2 tight end sets all the time. They've got 2 big guys out there.
I might actually mention Darren Fells.
Okay, sorry.
In about an hour.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting on a bit, aren't we? Go.
All right. Now, the number 30 run home, home to Seahawks, away to Cowboys, away to Niners. It's the LA Rams. There's a bit, Cooper Cup you're going to play. But maybe...
Held to no catches last week.
Oh,
You have those weeks.
I know. But
they took him out of the game.
Yeah, they totally did.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
If now you've seen how to play him, and he's coughing. He's not Cough is coughing. He's not doing. I know you love him, and I know you've got him in.
No, G doesn't.
Oh, I don't know.
I do.
No, AJ's a fan of Goff.
yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of Goff.
Goff
I'm a
has
fan.
flashes, but if now that the Steelers have shown how to play against him, I know it's heartbreaking, and he's a freak, but
He'll be right, Cup.
Oh, Cup will be.
He'll be fine.
Cup will be.
But he's got to get the ball.
Yeah.
Now, I did come up with some combinations, some sneaky combinations. How about this? Robbie Anderson, in weeks 14 and 16, and
Boy, who's he playing against?
the Jets have got Miami and Pittsburgh. Miami in week 14 and Pittsburgh in week 16, and Marvin Jones in week 15. That would be the number one combo by the numbers. Or let me give you another number one combo. DJ Moore, week 14. So this is what I call, this is very creative of me, not the DJ combo.
Oh, here we go.
DJ Moore, week 14, and DJ Shark, 15 and 16. And again, that would be number one on the numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Moore and Shark.
More Shark.
More Shark.
More Flake.
What do you reckon of that?
I'm not
I'd be pretty happy if you just gave me one player, because I've probably got more chances just having one player on my team than trying to get two guys.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
1977, Star Wars.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm a little bit behind.
Going 82, 83 for Empire.
Neil, I was just thinking, should I pack my sleeping bag for next week? A new beginning. What's that? Empire?
Episode
Return.
Star Wars.
Now,
I'm not big on your
Moore and
combos.
Shark. You're not big. Okay, what about this one?
Just give me your teams.
What about this one? I'll give you another combo. Week 14 and 15, Darius Slayton.
Ooh.
And week 16, DJ Shark. The reason I give you Shark in week 16 is playing the Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, that's a fair reason to circle on the Shark. Yeah.
It is. It is a fair reason.
Feed on the people
It
on
is.
the lifeboat. That'll be the
Slayton and Shark.
Falcon secondary.
Okay.
That's a gettable combo.
It is a gettable combo.
There you go.
And potential for massive points.
Yes. So what do you reckon of that?
Yeah, that's better combo.
Good?
Yeah, I don't like your combos. Just give me the teams.
Well,
I'll work out my own bloody combos.
All right.
Special combo for you?
No, they're not into the combo. Just give me what I goddamn ordered. I don't want the combo.
All right. You don't want chips with that. No one fries with that. Now, what about tight end? Now, this. If you get, listen, honestly, if there's any value in any of that, there's probably no value in this, because tight end is just like, pfft. What's the rule we play, G? Breathing. It's the breathing or the pulse.
If they've got
rule.
a pulse, if they have a pulse, you play them.
Dave, you're an expert at that. Pulse. Yep. Check.
Done.
On
Go.
you go, son. You're in my team.
Dr. ABC.
Yeah. That's right. But let me tell you, just for what it's worth, run homes. Home Bengals, away Cardinals. They give up a ton of points at tight end. And home to the Ravens, it's the Cleveland Browns. So Mr. Njoku,
he's back.
Maybe you can get him cheap, because no one will be, maybe a lot of players just flat out dropped him. It's quite possible.
I suppose with that broken wrist, it was at week 2 that it might have been potential for panic stations, because it was early in the year.
Yeah.
Everyone sort of goes, week 3, it was week 2, week 3.
I could probably go and pick a tight end up that no one's grabbed yet.
Yeah.
Like now, I'm looking on the tight end wire.
Yep.
They ain't nothing.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
You can't even get Ryan Griffin on the waiver wire now. That's how bad it's got. So, yeah, maybe someone hasn't dropped him, and I need somebody. He's going to be out for 8 weeks. I can't afford to keep him. Depending on how big
your bench
spots are.
Yep. So
But-
the ones that I had were.
But in one league, we have 3 tight ends in a one tight end league,
Yes.
and they don't, and the flex doesn't allow you to play tight end. It's
No.
an NFL site.
Mm.
But mate, I said to Chris, who we share the team with, mate, we need to drop. I said, there's no way I'm dropping the tight ends because Evan Ingram.
Yep.
We've got like 3 guns, right?
Yep.
Because I'm not going to drop them to give for someone else to go and pick up.
Pick 'em up, yeah.
So I'm just going to hold on to
And
them.
there's been that many injuries too with your tight ends.
Oh, yeah.
across the
Yeah.
league. So the one that I had was Jack Doyle.
Yep.
Obviously Indianapolis. And there was obviously we were talking about Noah Fant a little bit earlier. And that was probably about it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
You're not
that's
a
fair.
fan.
Yeah. Don't mind the Fanta, but no.
Not
fans.
yet.
No.
Let me tell you what's really interesting about the top
Show me.
5, guys.
Okay.
Is I reckon they're all gettable. And because they've got good matchups, like they could be cheap. If you're struggling at tight end, these guys could be good pickups for that run home, right? So, like, that was number 1, Njoku. Number 2, away Rams, away Panthers, home Cardinals, week 16.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, now, this team's got a tight end that might be gone because he just popped, but he was on the waiver wire, and that's Seattle.
Ed
Probably.
Dixon.
Jacob Hollister.
No? Oh, okay.
I don't think Ed Dixon is all that, but maybe Ed Dixon. I don't know.
No, I think Hollister's sort of.
What's the return? They had the Super Bowl player that went to the Raiders, was in Hard Knocks, and now back at Seattle. Wilson.
Luke
Wilson.
Luke Wilson, not related to Luke Wilson. Or Owen.
Oh, Owen.
Or Owen.
Similar noses, but, similar profiles, but no.
Mate,
Luke Wilson,
they don't look anything like each other.
the brothers.
No, they're Owen brothers.
Yeah, you might want to do a genetic.
Sorry.
No, what?
Thanks, Ganley. I'm glad someone likes the effort that I put into this.
Hey, We all appreciate.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, mate, I'm loving it because I didn't have to do any research this week. I'm wrapped.
And
Cheers,
I
Neil.
was chuffed
You
that I
know,
actually did something.
And then you deleted it before we started.
I cut and pasted it and I found it sort of.
Okay, so Jacob
I
Hollister.
spoke to some kid in selling you a cap.
He's got a good run home, Jacob Hollister. Number 3 run home for tight ends. Home to the Cowboys, away to the Packers, home to the Chiefs, and it is the Chicago Bears.
Same problem as the
Trey
receivers.
Burton. Well, I mean, the guy under center is obviously the problem. But Trey Burton. Anyway, so let me go to number 4 then. Now, this is sneaky. I don't know if this guy has value, but again, you could probably this guy might be.
Yeah,
on the
part of
waiver
your
wire,
part of your
literally.
research should be the actual guy throwing the ball.
Well, that's what we're discussing.
Yep.
Now, this guy could be literally on the waiver wire. Home to Steelers, home to the Browns, away to the Seahawks. It's the Arizona Cardinals. Their tight end is Charles Clay.
Got the potential.
I'm just telling you because I had to look it up thinking, dude, who's actually at the top of the depth chart? It is Charles Clay.
At this week.
Ricky Seals Jones.
Mate, I was about to say to you on a little sneaky wing and a prayer, he's back at the same time as David Njoku. They're starting to run 2 tight end sets.
Mate, he's no good.
Ricky Seals.
No.
He's got a hyphenated surname. There's nothing wrong with hyphenated surnames. And there's nothing
No,
wrong-
well,
No.
2 dads.
Charles Clay's done some things though.
Yes.
That mightn't be bad. And
Okay.
Kyler Murray is looking good.
For a 5'8" quarterback.
Yeah, but mate, just give him some time. Mate, he was.
He's not going to grow, mate.
No, he's not going to grow. He's not going to
All
grow.
the time you want.
But look, I have a little problem with his size, and
Mate,
only for the fact that like crossing routes and things like that.
he'll get
How does a guy
Can't say.
throw? Who by the time he releases a ball, he's at
Periscope.
maybe 6.5 foot.
Yeah.
And against offensive line guys, that when they put their hands up, that they've now become 11 foot.
Yeah.
Defensive line
Yeah,
guys.
defensive line. Yeah.
Defensive
I
line
was going to
guys.
say
Sorry.
Miles Garrett. Oh, hang on. No, not Miles Garrett.
Well, he's gone for this. This is the thing, though. This is the matchup I was looking for because Miles would have eaten him.
Oh, literally.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah. 6'4", 5'8".
But
just a snack.
you're looking at a quarterback that 10 months ago was still thinking about playing baseball.
Well, he did have to hand back, was it 2.75
Yeah,
million?
but that's what I mean. Like the mindset was still,
Yes,
I could play baseball. Like this guy is, but he's doing what I'd like to know what he is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a top 10 quarterback at the moment. Like
fantasy
wise,
Fantasy-wise.
he is.
he is he?
Yes,
I know he's been around. He's been hovering around about 8 to 10.
he's in the top
This
10.
year.
Fairly decent completion rate.
Yeah.
He's got a fairly decent TD to int rate.
Yes,
He gives you yards on the ground.
Yeah.
Yards
Yes.
on the ground with his QB draws and all that other stuff. And he's got some receivers that seem to work in this Cliff Kingsbury, I couldn't win a college championship.
Yeah. We replaced Patrick Mahomes because he's just not what he's just not going to cut it. You're not going to cut it, son.
He's not going to cut it. I don't think he'll make the big league.
No, don't even try, mate. His dad played baseball. Maybe give that a go.
I heard your dad was pretty good at it.
Yeah. Maybe give that a crack.
Now, let me go to the number 5 matchup. Home Broncos, away Titans, away Bucks in week 16. It is the previously mentioned Houston Texans, Darren Fells.
Ooh, yeah, it's not just Darren Fells.
Akins.
You've got Akins, and who's back? Who's the other one?
Oh, Jay Sternberger.
No, I don't.
No, I'm the wrong one.
No, not Jay Sternberger.
No, we're not Wiring.
No, he's on IR. I'm trying to think. I was going to say Ian Thomas, but Ian Thomas is
Panthers.
the
We're
Panthers.
going all over the shop here.
The other Thomas. Ian Thomas. No, the other
Dylan Thomas, the poet. No.
There's no Thomas.
Jordan. The other Jordan.
Oh, it is Jordan Thomas.
Jordan Thomas.
Yes, it is.
Mate, Jordan Thomas is.
Is he better than?
Yeah, he's better than Fell.
Fells?
He's a more athletic version of
Fells.
Darren Fell.
Is that a sneaky pickup there, G?
Yeah, maybe.
Jordan Thomas.
Yeah.
If you've got the roster spot, stash maybe.
Put them both in.
But I think Fells has that.
Seals Jones.
He has that connection at the moment with
For sure.
where because he just knows he just seems to be in the right spot
He knows.
Yeah.
when Deshaun wants him.
It's that basketball background. It's almost the old pick and roll, and he'll be in the end zone in the spot where Deshaun can just go, oh yeah, there you are.
Right.
Obviously, he plays basketball better.
Now,
than
let
my
me
son.
give you quickly the
My
worst
son
3.
can't find them.
Let me give you the
No, he can't
worst.
find the hole. No.
Worst 3 runs home.
Okay.
Again, now some of these guys you are going to play, but I'm just telling you. So, the very worst one, G, home Panthers, away Niners, home Jags, and that is the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, the way Hooper's going, he's out for the next 4, 3, 2.
May not even make those ones.
Might even make it. Might not even. They might just, depending on how he is, they might just say, let's just.
Put him in the rack for the year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe they will. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you got to worry about when you're playing your fantasy finals as well. The teams are just going to put players in the rack for next year.
True.
They're going in for the surgery.
Yes.
Now, the 31st.
Just a clean up.
Yeah, it's just a clean up.
Cleanup.
Sorry,
Away,
staph infection. And it gets antibiotics.
away Bills, home Jets, away Browns, and that is the Baltimore Ravens.
No, mate. No.
Mark
I'm not even
Andrews.
worrying about that, mate. Mark Andrews starting every week.
But his week 16 though is actually pretty good. Like the Browns matchup is pretty good. It's just the other 2 which are not flash.
Yeah, you're starting him every week.
But you're starting him, of course.
Yeah.
He's starting, but I don't know how many points he scored throughout the year, but
Yeah.
probably hasn't scored a hell of a lot because Lamar just likes to run.
Well,
Yeah, he's done pretty well.
That's
He had a
true.
good. He had a good week last week.
I know he's had some good weeks. But
Because I traded him away, and I've watched him. He's been doing all right.
sneaky tip. Lamar Jackson. Go pick him up.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because nobody would have ever thought of
No.
that.
No.
Because you can put him at running back and quarterback. It'd be great.
Best running
Just
back in the
quietly.
league.
Best running back in the league.
I kind of liking that trade that we did. Gee.
I was actually thinking about that today. Actually, I think
'Cause I had Jared Goff, you
I
know.
think you owe me one.
As my starting quarterback.
I think you owe me though.
You put in Lamar.
now I've got
I
Lamar.
traded him Lamar for first round and Joe Mixon.
Okay.
I'm liking it. You could get me the championship.
Mate, you next time we trade, you sort of owe me.
Oh,
Joe.
who says? Well, anyway. Yeah, okay. Look, I'll look after you.
But
Jay.
I
You know
got
do.
Patty Mahomes. I didn't need
You've just got
both.
it all there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're just going, it's all Pat.
I had 4. I got 4. I got 4 quarterbacks
Four
in
good
the
ones.
Yeah, 4 really good ones in a single quarterback league.
What's KC's run home again? AJ?
It's not. It's not
KC's
good.
run home
but I don't care.
is so they've got for tight end the 28th. They're New England, Denver, and
Defense
Chicago.
Mate, we just go straight to New England. You might not see Paddy Holmes again. Paddy Holmes is, mate, that defense is going to.
No, he'll be right. He'll be right. Revenge game.
Now, number 30. Now, this is a guy I like. I think you like him too, G. And he's been coming on, but this run home, and who knows? This team is very hard to predict. Away Jets, away Giants. Again, that New York double, and home Bengals, and that's the Miami Dolphins. So Mike Gesicki.
I'm not a fan of Mike Gesicki.
I thought you were a fan of Mike Gesicki. Can you say it again?
Gesicki.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki.
Yeah.
Tzatziki.
Yeah. You want
It's a dip.
on your,
It's a dip.
You want it on your, you want it
The
on your
souvlaki?
gyros? Your souvlaki or your gyros? Yes.
Oh.
Take on this.
Neil's asking whether
Hooper.
Hooper's replacement. Now I think it's Luke Stocker.
I wouldn't be picking up. You know who I go and pick up? Cage.
Oh, really?
Yep. Don't even worry about the tight ends.
Yep. Because he's mainly a blocker, that guy.
Well, that's what I did this week. Is I went
Stock
and
as a
picked,
blocker.
I went and picked up Cage because one he doesn't look too bad, and two we don't have any other tight ends. So why would you throw a couple of hacks?
Well, it doesn't stop them all year, does it?
Well, Hooper's all right, mate. Don't be bagging him.
I'm
Best at mate. How good's his hands?
I'm having
Great
a bit of
hands.
fun. I see Gamley there's piping up with Kyler at 5'10".
Yeah, I reckon,
Question
mate.
that
I reckon that's about right. 5'10". Mate, he looks tiny out there.
He does.
He looks like a member of the Mickey Mouse Club, mate.
Lining up with JT and
Oh,
Britney Spears.
Yeah, ooh, lucky bastard.
This is the problem, is that sometimes you see these guys and they look totally fine, but then you put them next to O-linemen and you go, holy shit,
hour
they
30.
disappear.
Hour 30.
Yeah.
Just giving you a heads up. Hour 30.
Oh, hour 30.
What have we got left?
My sneaky combos,
Oh,
which you're
go,
not a fan
go,
of,
go. Give us
obviously,
the combos.
but
There's no vegan options.
Here we go.
No.
There's no vegan options, mate. Just
Shit.
embrace them.
sneaky
and ride with
combos. For tight end, G, see,
Yeah.
listen, we all know,
Just
right?
read them out.
You've either got a good tight end or you don't.
Yep.
You're struggling. You've either got one of the best 4 or 5, or you've just got anybody,
Yeah.
nobody, and anybody.
You fill in the spot where it
Yes.
says tight end.
it.
So how about some sneaky attempts at picking up points? What about this? Vance McDonald in week 14 and Josh Oliver in 15 and 16.
Well, Josh Oliver, if he ever gets on the park, he gets on the park,
Yeah.
possibly, but Vance would be gone. And you're not going to go and trade for Vance McDonald, are you,
Keep him in
really?
the rack.
He'd be cheap.
Yeah, but you've still got the potential of that.
Yeah, but you're not going to. Mate, look at his quarterback. Look what 4 interceptions today. Please.
Okay, let me give you another option then.
And they
You
were
don't-
bad.
No, and
They
their
were
offensive
bad
line,
interceptions.
their offensive line got what 3 Pro Bowlers on there, and
Oh.
they look terrible
Well,
today.
One of them could be.
He's gone. Pouncey's gone.
Pouncey's gone for the season.
Hey,
Villanueva got stood up and
he's
turned
done the old
inside out.
wrestling head.
He's done the head stomp. He's done what they
Head
call
to
the
head
ghetto
stomp.
stomp. The ghetto stomp, like from American History X.
Yes, he's on the gutter.
The ghetto, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghetto stomp. No good.
Okay, let me give you another option then. Week 14, I wrote Jonnu Smith, but maybe it's Delaney Walker. I don't know.
No.
Is Jonnu Smith replacing Delaney now? Is Delaney still playing?
Hopefully they've seen how
Jonnu Smith looks all right.
he looks okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he's a lot quicker and a lot more, agile and
Yeah,
athletic than
Yep.
Delaney Walker is. But Delaney Walker's got that sort of I know where I have to be.
True.
He's got runs on the board, as
Yeah.
they say in the classics.
He's got I've got the 85 on. He's got the Antonio Gates. I'm going to move like an iceberg, but put myself in front of,
Yeah, don't look for anything you like after the catch.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
Now-
planting my feet. You've got to bring me down. If I fall forward, awesome. There's a yard.
So Jonnu Smith, week 14, followed by Greg Olson in 15 and 16.
Last
Okay.
one passed, Mr. Olsen.
That would be the number 2 combo on the numbers.
Smithy might. He's probably gone. He might be floating out there in smaller leagues, but Greg Olson's definitely
Okay.
someone definitely owns him.
Absolutely. He's a favourite.
Yeah.
I know, but what do you want me to do?
No,
Okay,
you can't help it.
Try float these out. Float little boats out. Yeah.
Okay, so what about this one? Now, the Minnesota Vikings, and I say Kyle Rudolph is probably owned, but what about Irv Smith
like Irv Smith.
Week 14 and 16, grab Irv Smith. It's just a smoky. And Gerald Everett for week 15. Let me tell you who the Rams have got. They've got Dallas in week 15. The Vikings have got Detroit in week 14.
They keep throwing the ball
And
to Rudolph, though.
The Packers, who are one of the worst, the Packers in week 16. So say Irv Smith, Gerald Everett, and that would be the number 3 combo.
It's Rudolph.
Or Rudolph.
Yeah, like once you get in the red zone, Irv Smith's not even out there.
But it also depends on which Cousins turns up. Is it good Cousins?
Yeah,
Or is it bad Cousins?
Right.
You know, it really is. And again, we've highlighted it almost with a number of the teams, which quarterback is turning up.
Yeah, I know. This is the
And it is. It's a massive
problem.
No, it'd be. You have to give it to. You have to give it to start Rudolph. Yep.
Yeah.
Just because he's getting looks inside the red zone, which we saw last week. You know, twice.
And the hands.
It was a good. It was a good catch.
Yeah.
The hands
Anyway, that's it.
Done.
So what did you think of my? So what did you?
Mate, I'm like I said, mate, I'm just wrapped that you did it and I didn't have to do any homework and I could actually just watch games for the sake of watching games and not worrying where everybody's lining up and what's going on. Just enjoy the game.
Which players did you like? Which sort of players that I mentioned? Right.
I don't remember. There's so much information, mate. Mate, this is a 51-year-old brain in here, mate. There's no room for anything. Mate. There's just no idea.
And you have an 8% cider.
Well, I got in trouble from my wife tonight because she started talking to me, and I said, "What'd you say?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "You didn't listen to me." I said, "No." Is that your work?
I've
Good
actually
work.
done data. That's just my tight end sheet, and then I've
Good
got.
work.
But that just shows I've got all like sheets upon sheets of calculations, and this is the result. Like I've got all the schedules mapped out and all that sort of stuff. So it actually took a number of hours to do that.
You've done very well, mate.
But look, I'm not saying it's and we know it's not the be all and end all, right? It's
that's a proven fact.
I can safely say that, right? I can safely say that. But it's just a bit of information, right? And maybe some names you can kind of like, I'll take this guy who's a bit of a smoky. Maybe I can pick this guy up, sit him on my bench, and
knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
And now you have to wait for the games to unfold to see who now gets injured this week because
that'll all change.
It all changes again. You know, I mean, how many concussions did we get out today's game?
Yes. 4? Well,
4 today.
Was it 3 or 4? I can't remember. 3 concussions in one game. That's pretty big. It might have been 4. Yeah. Oh, sorry, no. One of them was a shoulder. Your running back.
James Conner.
Yeah. Is that what happened to him?
Yeah, he re-aggravated that shoulder.
Okay.
And you could see it straight away. Like, I thought, just hearing on what the injury was first time round, that he came back probably a week or 2 early.
Yep.
Right.
Maybe he
I
has
started
himself.
him today
I was
too.
going to say maybe he has himself in fantasy leagues and needed points, so he started himself.
I started him.
I think it was the second or third hit. Second or third hit, and you could see, and you could see the face. So I don't know if he's probably done more damage. And then, as I said, Juju Smith-Schuster by the second quarter, I think it was second or third quarter, was knocked out. So he's gone, and he'll be gone for at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
And heaps of people will have him, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
With Antonio gone.
Straight down the race, no blue tent.
Yeah, no,
straight down.
Really?
Yeah, straight down.
Yeah, no folding tent. And then number 18, the rookie, I think he is the young bloke.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, he was out.
Really?
Yeah, he was out cold as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, and I'm sure he would have been picked up because he has been scoring even with,
he has been actually
with Rudolph.
Yeah.
As inconsistent or as sort of temperamental as he is.
Yes. Oh man. Well, listen, gents, we are there. Thanks, Neil. He's thanked me for all my work.
Is that what he's doing? He's saying, my God, get this thing over and done with.
Hallelujah, it's finished.
That's right. Hey, listen. Anyway, we've got the players to pull off the heist.
Get the heist.
AJ's 11, more than 11, and we can pull off the heist. You have got to get to the playoffs though.
This is the hard part.
He
struggles wrapping things up.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Yeah, I know.
That's all right.
That's okay. Dave, it's been awesome having you here.
It's been great, dude.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Ganley, you're also welcome anytime. Just drive down,
Come on the highway.
Sleepy Hollow, come down the highway. It's not that far. It's only a suburb of Melbourne now, Geelong, really.
It is, basically.
Basically.
Satellite suburb.
Yeah. I mean, you barely see any daylight, do you? If you drive to Geelong, you barely see any actual,
That's a wee bit hard.
fields or, like
Like
no
it used to be.
development. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like there's houses all the way, basically. Yeah, I know you're looking at the time.
No, I was looking at Mr. Gray.
Oh, another comment. Sorry.
It'd
High
be
standards. See?
Cheers, Chris.
All right, on behalf of AJ and myself,
And Dave.
and Dave, sorry, and Dave,
No,
sorry,
no.
dude.
No, I'm just a blow-in. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just the verbal diarrhea. Don't worry about that.
And I
me
think
out.
Neil's going to join us as well.
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. So, it's good fun. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's just, mate, that's what it's all about. It's not about getting some like well-known celebrity in or
Clearly,
someone
that
who
was not
knows
the case
actually
tonight.
knows something about fantasy football.
Oh, just what you don't, fake it till you make it.
Mate, it's just about guys hanging out talking football.
the
And,
fat.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
exactly.
asking random 24-year-olds in a cap shop what he reckons in his
Exactly right.
That's right.
Exactly
fantasy.
right.
Well, there was some stuff that lined up with.
We might get him on.
Yeah,
We'll get him.
I'll get young Dylan.
There we go.
Sounds good.
Thanks, gents.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. On behalf of all of us, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time. And I will hit end broadcast. Catch you later, everybody.
See ya.
See ya. End.